The big day is getting closer and it's time to start preparing for the hospital. This week, we're talking about packing that all-important hospital bag.
Oh, snap.
All right. Meanwhile, baby is continuing to grow and develop, and if you've noticed a little extra pressure down low, it might mean that they have dropped into position for birth. We'll go over what that means, plus some changes mom might be feeling as we enter the final stretch.
As for partners, we aren't forgetting about your hospital bag. We'll share some things to remember to bring to the hospital so you can be just as equipped as mom. We're Ben and Jessica LaGrone, creators of the Balanced Birth Class for Couples. Let's dive into what's happening in week 33.
Woo. All right, at week 33, your baby is the size of a coffee table book. You may notice that your baby has dropped, meaning their head has moved lower into your pelvis in preparation for birth. This is a great sign that labor is getting closer. If your baby has dropped, you might feel increased pelvic pressure, and notice that your belly just looks a little different. There are more exciting developments happening this week. One is that the bones in your baby's skull aren't fused yet, allowing their head to shift and mold as they pass through the birth canal. Their skull will remain soft and flexible even after birth and won't fully fuse until adulthood. Also, their lungs, brain, and nervous system are still developing, preparing them for life outside the womb. The final touches are being put on the most amazing creation, your baby. The third trimester is in full swing, and with it comes some of the less glamorous pregnancy symptoms. Hello, heartburn and increased vaginal discharge. Fun, right? While these discomforts are completely normal and will likely disappear after birth, now is a great time to focus on something productive, packing your hospital bag. We have a hospital bag checklist for couples available. Be sure to check that out. But here's some essential items to include. Number one, important documents. Don't forget these, including your birth plan, your ID, insurance information, and just any necessary paperwork. Comfortable and loose clothing. Think soft fabrics and easy access for nursing if you choose to breastfeed. Toiletries, of course, like your toothbrush, hairbrush, lip balm, deodorant, and anything else you want to feel fresh. Glasses or contact lenses, these are important. If you need them, do not forget those. And don't forget your required medications or daily prescriptions, your phone, and your charger. Don't forget those things either to capture moments and stay in touch with loved ones. And then it's nice to pack just some entertainment pieces like books, magazines, or just anything else to help pass the time while you wait for baby's arrival. But wait, there's more. You can also bring a few comfort items from home. I like bringing like a favorite pillow or blanket for extra coziness, especially because those hospital beds are not great and sometimes they don't have a ton of pillows. I recommend bringing fuzzy socks or slippers because hospitals can be really chilly. And don't forget earbuds or headphones to listen to music, podcasts, or even relaxation tracks while you're in labor. Getting your hospital bag ready now means one less thing to worry about when the big day arrives.
All right, Dad, while mom is busy packing her hospital bag, it's time to think about yours. Labor and delivery can be a really long process. You might be there for days. And so having everything you need will help you stay comfortable and focused on supporting mom. So first off, there's all the obvious stuff that we even just talked about with mom too, right? So your own pillow, your own blanket, maybe even bedding, because the hospital stuff, not exactly cozy. Make sure to bring comfortable clothes. Make sure to bring extra sets of clothes in case you're staying multiple nights. You need to make sure to bring all your toiletries, of course, your ID, glasses and contact lenses. You want to be able to see your baby, right? There's, of course, medications you may need, phone chargers. Now, I will say it's good to bring an extra long cable. That's a pro tip. Even maybe a power strip or extension cord in case you can't reach your outlet nearby. Of course, bring books, magazines, stuff to pass the time. But a couple things I wanted to mention you might not have thought of is number one, a phone tripod or a camera tripod. This can be really helpful if you want to set your phone up to capture some video, but you want to be active in the labor process. Next, it is snacks. This is really important for you and mom to stay fueled, and you just don't want to be in a situation where you're starving. Sometimes hospital cafeterias may close down and you can't go quickly and conveniently get food, so just having emergency snacks will really be nice. Now, for you go-getters that just like to be extra prepared, here's another thing you can do. Plan your hospital route in advance. Know the quickest way to get there, where to park, and then which entrance to use so you're not scrambling when you arrive. With your bag packed and your route planned out, you're really gonna feel ready when mom looks at you and says, it's time. Okay, it's time for your weekly discussion and reflection questions. Number one, What's one final date night or special activity we could plan as a couple before baby gets here? And number 2, do you feel ready to care for a newborn? What's one thing that you can both do to feel more prepared? Whether that's taking a newborn class, have coffee with a veteran parent just to get their tips, stuff like that. Talk about it, and we'll see you next week.
See you later.